dear friends. Welcome into Your Day Extra, brought to you by Dayton 24/7 Now. My name is Nathan Edwards. I'm an anchor for the morning show, Your Day. And we're joined this morning by Andy Gonzalez, a regular on the show. He is our executive producer. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Nathan.
And our first timer today,
Yikes.
Becky Gulden, our news director.
I'm a little nervous.
My boss, which means I have to do my best performance today. And you know how the show works. We go around the horn talking about some of the top stories going on in the nation, locally, statewide, and boy, do we have a good one today. Lots of exciting stuff going on. Mm-hmm. So let's get right to it. Becky, you're starting with your first top story. Let's rock and roll.
T Swift. It's a big weekend in Cincinnati. T Swift, she's going to be here. She's performing tonight and tomorrow night at Paycor Stadium.
Oh.
I'm a huge Swiftie. I'm not going, though.
What happened about that? What, did you just didn't want to buy the tickets?
Honestly, I didn't want to wait for like 12 hours on Ticketmaster.
So you're not really a Swiftie then?
Yeah, how much of a Swiftie are you? Are you willing to get a Taylor Swift tattoo, Becky?
No, definitely not. I don't have any tattoos, so no tattoos.
No tattoos, no waiting in line for merch.
Right.
No waiting for tickets.
What kind of person are you?
Yeah.
I'm a 40-year-old. That's what kind of person I am.
It seems like if you want to be a Swiftie, you have to be able to like just sacrifice your life for her.
You're really putting me on the blast, aren't you?
Apparently you don't want to do that.
No, I don't. But I do love her. She's a vibe.
So okay, so this is what I don't understand. I've been watching all of this coverage
Yes.
about all the crazy Taylor Swift fans. What is it about Taylor Swift that people go nuts over? Because, I mean, I'm not sitting here listening to her
I think she's so relatable. I mean, her songs are really fun. You know, she's a good singer. But she's even better. She writes amazing lyrics. But I think she's just so relatable. All of her songs are something that you can relate to, that's something that's happened in your life.
Good songs to cry to?
Yeah.
Is that...
They're all breakup songs from what I hear.
Well, we've all had bad breakups, probably.
Hey, now, okay, so do you have like your favorite? Do you have like an album, a song that's like your go-to
Yeah, her
jam?
most recent, Midnights, I love that. But I also like all of Taylor's version. So when she re-recorded all of her old songs and made them into Taylor's version.
Yeah, because Boo, Scooter Braun.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I know.
So you're a little bit of a Swiftie too. I can tell.
I've
You're a
up on this a
Swiftie.
little
I
bit.
think you are. I don't think you want to admit it, but you are.
No. Well, they changed the town's name to Swift-Cincinnati.
Well,
weekend.
and today actually is been proclaimed by the Cincinnati mayor as Taylor Swift Day.
Oh.
And there's actually a bill working its way into the state legislature to make tomorrow a Taylor Swift Day for the whole state.
Oh.
They have to hurry up.
Yeah, they better hurry up.
I was going to say
That's true.
they're running out of time, but they're
It's
used to...
probably going to go nowhere, but...
So what I'm wondering is, like, is downtown Cincinnati going to be a total and utter madhouse?
Because aren't the Reds playing too this weekend?
Reds and FC Cincinnati are also playing tomorrow.
It's going to be a mess. So if you're not a Taylor Swift fan, if you're not a Reds fan or FC Cincinnati fan, you should probably just stay away. Sorry.
That just sounds miserable.
Yeah. In fact,
That's miserable.
She's bringing $92 million into the economy in Cincinnati this weekend.
God.
So isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
So she is really good for Cincinnati, whether you love her or not. But maybe not so good for traffic this weekend.
No, and Cincinnati traffic's always terrible anyways. So what the cool thing is, though, is like, I've learned so much about Swift culture.
Oh.
I have. Like,
Do you have a sequenced outfit yet?
No, I don't. But there's one dude that bedazzled some shoes.
Ooh, are you going to get him?
No. Me and bedazzled anything would be a horrific sight. The friendship bracelets, I learned that's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently you trade friendship bracelets.
Yeah, there's been some TikTok videos. And even Taylor Swift's mom has been trading some friendship bracelets with some kids in the stands.
Every time I talk about Taylor Swift, I feel really old.
She's actually like, what, 2 years younger than you?
Yeah, she's about my age.
Yeah.
I mean, she's 33, I'm 34.
Okay, so yeah.
We're close, but I feel like I'm at least 20 years older than her.
Yeah, because you're not her fan base.
I'm not. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
But did you guys see that video? It was actually from our sister station, WKRC. They interviewed somebody in the merch line, and they called off work, and the person was wearing a blanket over their head with the sunglasses.
Yes. I'm just saying, as a boss, I couldn't even be mad about that. If I found out that was one of my employees, I would laugh so hard.
You know,
I think it's hilarious.
Our assistant news director, Erica, was not in yesterday.
I know, and I texted her that photo, and I said, busted.
Kind of looked like Cousin It.
It
Yeah,
did.
it did.
That was my first thought. But
Yeah. But apparently it's like a nod to one of Taylor's videos or something.
yeah, that's what Allie, one of our producers,
Oh,
was saying.
I didn't know that.
I
just thought it was
you're
funny.
such a Swiftie.
Yeah. All right, I'm also 40. Like, I can't.
Do you have a musical act that you like more? Or is this the most hip part about Becky that we know of?
Well, there's always Ludacris.
Yeah, you did go to a Ludacris concert
kidding.
back, a Luda girl.
That was just a phase.
It was always just a phase. That's what they always say.
It was an era.
Yeah, that was an era. That was a Becky era.
You know
right?
what, though, Becky? I hear my wife in the kitchen, cleaning the kitchen, and she is playing those hits. Like, she has Little
Yep.
John on, she got Luda on, and she's just, like, bumping around in there.
Yeah.
I said, you sound so old in here.
Yeah.
She's like, leave me alone. Get out of the kitchen. What about you? Are you, like, a super fan of any musician that you would wait obnoxious hours to see them?
I don't know if I would wait that long in line. Or
Well,
at least for merchandise.
Well, you look
I
like you
would-
belong at a Jimmy Buffett concert.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would go to Jimmy Buffett concert and wait outside because that's a party.
Don't they always have Jimmy Buffett come to Cincinnati every year or something?
Yeah,
Isn't there a big,
I'm
like,
pretty sure
yeah.
the Parrot Head movement started in
It did.
Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So are you going this summer?
I hope so.
Cool.
Yeah, Parrot Head culture started here. Apparently, Cincinnati was also his first sold-out show.
Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any current musicians that I would wait that long to see. I mean, like, if it was like Led Zeppelin back in the day.
Yeah.
But I sound old when I say that. I don't-
Fleetwood Mac, maybe. That's one of my all-time
yeah.
favorites. So if they
Yeah.
were like, they're always feuding, but if they were back together and doing like one last tour or something, I would totally pay a lot of money to see
Stevie
that.
Nicks is
I
just,
love her.
She's so
Incredible.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Like, after seeing like the Swift Mania or whatever it is, I would like to see a stadium show. I've never been to a stadium show.
I've been to one for U2 because they were doing stadium shows a few years back.
Was that cool?
It's so cool. The stage was set up to look like
Yeah.
a spaceship. It was incredible.
Yeah, I've only been to like inside venues or festivals, not like one of those big outdoor stadiums.
Yeah. Well, there's always the future.
Yep.
We'll see what happens there.
Yep.
Andy, your top story this morning.
My top story. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny comes out today. It is allegedly the final Indiana Jones film.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for this. I'm not going to lie. I would not wait for a Taylor Swift concert, but I would wait in a long line to meet Harrison Ford.
Yes.
Like a 2-day long line.
Yeah, I would. Honestly.
To meet Harrison Ford, yeah.
Oh yeah, to
there-
meet him. Yeah,
There are a few celebrities that I would get starstruck over, and Harrison Ford is definitely one of them.
he is definitely a legend. And Indiana Jones, great franchise. Some of my favorite movies as a kid. Although the fourth one, Crystal Skull. Hopefully this one is better than that.
we don't talk about
Yeah,
Crystal Skull.
oh,
Hold on,
sorry.
No.
I'm ready to defend Crystal Skull.
There's no defending that.
Oh, I'm coming
There
in.
isn't.
Here we go.
No.
Because I decided that this needed to be defended today. I like the Crystal Skull, and the only reason is because it allowed me to have that dose of nostalgia. When I was growing up, I wasn't able to see the Indiana Jones movies in theaters because I was too young. So this allowed me to go in there and see it. And May Shia LaBeouf, yeah, he wasn't that great, but
I don't
and the
even think
alien
I was going to say
subplot-
he wasn't the problem. It
No.
was the aliens. The first
the
half
aliens
was
are kind
fine.
of cool. I mean, I think that film has aged okay.
No.
Come on, let me
It's,
have that.
it's awful.
I mean, I
Sorry.
haven't seen it since it first came
Yeah.
out, so I don't know how it aged.
I don't know.
Yeah.
My favorite though is probably Last Crusade with Sean Connery as his dad.
Love
I've
that
seen
one.
that movie
Yeah.
so
I
many
love
times.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, I rewatched Raiders last night,
Yeah.
and I realized that the nostalgia I feel for Indiana Jones comes from the Disney World attraction more than the film.
Oh, see, I have. Yeah, I don't think I've ever
Because
been
there were
to the.
some scenes. There was the scene where they're fighting in the helicopter, not the helicopter, in the plane.
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready for this big explosion. And just as it happens, I'm half expecting my face to feel the fire.
Oh, wow.
Because you feel it in the show at Disney World.
Yeah.
I went there in '99, and it was MGM Studios at the
Mm-hmm.
time where they had it. And my brother actually got pulled up onto the stage to do the whole acting with them
Yeah.
and stuff. And he got to be like one of the bad guys or
that's
whatnot,
so cool.
which was really sweet.
That's always been my dream.
Oh my gosh. And the thing is like, I don't know. It's just such an adventure film. It harkens back to an olden age. There's a lot of like, I don't know. It's just fun. It's fun.
It is fun. It's
Yeah,
fun. It's a
it
great
is.
movie franchise. It's fun. I'll probably go see this one at some point.
Thing
I'm
is,
excited, but-
they're based off of, and it goes off being fun.
Right.
They're based off of the serials George Lucas and Steven Spielberg watched when they were kids.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's based off these action adventure series, not sci-fi, which is why aliens do not belong
Yes,
in Indiana
agreed.
Jones. It's not
It
a
jumped
sci-fi
the.
series.
I'm
fair,
sorry,
but-
it jumped the shark.
I did like the opening scene with the nuclear bomb testing and stuff though. In
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of fun.
There
Yeah,
was some
there's
cool
still
moments,
in there.
but yeah.
But I really, I just adore the Indiana Jones series.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
you know, it's sad to see Harrison Ford getting so old.
Well, it's better than the alternative. That's what happens.
That's
They
true.
they de-aged him in this movie.
Oh yeah, that's like a
Oh.
big part of it too, because like
Yeah.
I know people were kind of shook when they de-aged Robert De Niro in The Irishman, and now Harrison Ford's getting the treatment too. But I've seen the footage; it doesn't look that bad.
Good.
No, well, the issue with De Niro was when he's acting. He looks fine normally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
De-aged. But then once he started acting in The Irishman, he just looked so old.
Yeah.
And acted old.
can we get that technology?
We would need a lot for you. Sorry, just
I know.
kidding.
No, the whole internet thinks I'm like in my
Yeah.
70s for some reason, but
You're Harrison Ford's age.
I guess so. But it's going to be a kicking off a summer of nostalgia for
Yeah.
movies. I
Yeah.
mean, like you think about the Barbie movie coming out, which is going to be great with Margot Robbie. You got Oppenheimer.
What says nostalgia like the atomic bomb?
Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
And then what was the other one? Oh,
Mission
another
Impossible.
Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah.
So lots of good movies coming out.
Good summer.
When was the last movie you went to, Becky?
Last year, the Top Gun remake
Oh,
with
yeah.
Tom Cruise, that was a really good one. And that's one that you had to see in the movies because I don't think watching it on your home TV would just do it justice like being in the theater.
Yeah, I tried watching home TV and it
Yeah.
just wasn't into it.
Yeah.
Mario. I went to Mario.
I haven't seen it.
That was great. Yeah. What was your last one?
Last movie was Scream 6.
Scream 6.
I think I did see that one
Was-
with Nev Campbell, was the one where
Yeah.
she returned? Or
No,
is that
she
a
wasn't in
different
that
one?
one.
Jenna
never mind.
Ortega. Is
Jenna
that-
Ortega,
Okay.
Yeah. Was
Melissa
it?
Barrera. This is the sequel to that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They
Interesting.
didn't pay her enough money.
Since we're on the topics of movies and nostalgia, I want to talk about a little experience I had over the weekend because I thought this was pretty cool. And some people know about this, others don't. But there's actually a old prison up in Mansfield, which is about 2 hours north of here, between Columbus and Cleveland. And it's the Ohio State Reformatory, and is also where they filmed Shawshank Redemption. This place, my wife and I went there for like a tour, is the creepiest place I've ever been in my whole life.
Are you able to spend the night there?
I hope not. I wouldn't. I like people do like night tours and like haunted tours and stuff.
Now, it was a real prison, right?
Yes, this was a real prison.
But it was also used in the movie.
Yes. So
Okay.
like you start the tour by going into the office building area, which is where they filmed some of the office scenes for Shawshank, and then you go upstairs and it leads you into the chapel. And this chapel looks like something like out of like a Chernobyl scene or something.
my.
It is like the paint is all crumbling off the walls. There's this old it looks almost like a Russian painting of Jesus, and like they have these pews out. It's so eerie. You walk in
Wow.
here and you feel the chill.
I saw your pictures. It looked really cool.
But here's the coolest thing was the actual prison itself.
Yeah.
Like the cells, because at the time when it was built, there's like a 6-story steel cage pretty much, and it was the largest freestanding prison cell block in the world. 6 stories. You were there
Wow.
stacked on top of
That
each
is
other.
crazy.
Would you guys go?
Yeah, absolutely. I love history.
I'm not gonna lie, it like gave me the heebie-jeebies big time.
So you had an eerie feeling walking in there.
Oh my God, the moment my wife explained it well when she said it's almost like a heavy feeling on your chest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is like they have Old Sparky there too.
I was going to ask about that. Did they execute?
They did
people?
not execute them there. They actually
Okay.
executed them in Columbus.
But they moved the old Sparky to
Yep.
that.
Old Sparky killed 300.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a
And they
lot.
have the mask that was used for the electric chair.
Oh.
They had like the little device that put the sponge on the head and stuff.
Now you're getting into some Green Mile territory.
Yes.
That movie.
Yes,
yeah.
which actually Green Mile was directed by the same guy that directed Shawshank.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know.
And they were also
Now, weren't they both Stephen King?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Short
Okay.
stories. Yeah. And it was weird. And they had like the carved sign that said Brooks was here, and
Oh,
they
wow.
had like that you could sit at the desk that the warden sat at. All this good stuff. It was crazy.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool being able to see where such a great film was made.
Oh, so good. What's the most haunted place you've ever been? Like the place that you walk in and you're like, oh my God, I should not be here. Have you ever been in a place like that?
My high school was allegedly haunted.
No.
My house is pretty haunted, but that's
Yeah.
you know.
I don't know. Tip City, where I'm from, little suburb of Dayton, there's a lot of haunted spots there, but I've never actually felt anything weird.
You never felt the vibe of the ghost.
I never felt the ghost vibe.
I don't play with it.
Oh, I don't play with
You
it
just
either.
embrace it, and
I'm like, I'm not messing around with this stuff.
So you're not a Ouija board loving person?
No, I've seen The Exorcist. I know how that ends.
We went through a cemetery down in New Orleans where apparently there were like voodoo priestess and
Yes.
stuff. That place freaked me out.
just came back from New Orleans in April.
Did you get like weird vibes going in any places down there?
No, not really, but I did bring back a voododoo doll for our other producer, Natalie, to use against you in case she needs to keep you online.
Let me
It
tell
hasn't
you.
worked.
No, it doesn't. It will. I will not be shackled by the voodoo doll.
I make sure it also had a pin in it. So just
See the working conditions around here. All right, Becky. What is your second story?
Okay, so this is definitely a little more hyper local, but something really cool I experienced last night at the Raptor Center at Glen Helen. They released 4 baby eastern screech owls last night. The owls had been injured. They'd been there since like March and April, and they had been injured, and then they were rehabbed and released last night. It was really, really cool.
So, I mean, are they still babies? Like,
Yeah, they're still
okay.
little babies. I put some pictures on my Instagram if you guys want to check them out. And actually, our station Facebook showed the video of them. So it's really funny because they put them on their hands and they're like, okay, time for you to fly away. And they just stand there and look at you. And they're like, you got to kind of nudge them. And it took about 15 minutes to get them to like fly away.
Same thing happened when I sent my son to kindergarten.
Exactly.
Gotta shove him along a little bit.
Literally having them leave the nest.
You know, it's interesting that you mentioned that. Last night, my son Hudson, he has been very interested in animals. So we'll read this animal book and we'll pick 2 animals to watch TikTok videos on every night.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, last night was owls.
Yay!
And you would not believe the amount of people that have owls as pets.
Really?
Yes. There's like a whole owls of TikTok.
They are beautiful creatures. And this Raptor Center has several different types of owls, barn owls, different types. They also have falcons, eagles, and vultures. They actually have, now some of them are rehabbed and sent back into the wild. Others, they're too injured or whatever. They kind of stay at the Raptor Center for life, including Graham, which is one of the bald eagles there.
Yeah, I think I've met Graham before.
He's an ambassador, a bird ambassador that they call him.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
I'm glad there's no velociraptors there.
Yeah.
Dad joking for the win there.
Yeah.
I mean, owls are majestic creatures.
Yes.
They are.
Do you have much experience with owls, Andy?
I don't. I've seen them in the zoo.
I hear
They're,
them.
they're not my favorite.
Oh, see, I'm not a big bird fan, but I do love owls.
Okay, so if there's like an animal that you could, spend some time with, hold or pet or whatever, like
It'd be my cats.
I'm sorry, but I'm spoken for.
Yeah, sorry.
I think I don't know. I think it'd be fun to play with like the little tiger cubs before they're old enough to rip their
I
face
actually
off.
have played with a baby lion once
Did you really?
at a rehab center down in Charlotte or in the North Carolina.
Actually, now that you mention it, I thought about this. When I was reporting up in northern Michigan, I actually got to hold a baby bear in the wild.
Oh, that's cool. Was it a grizzly?
No.
In the wild.
In the wild.
Wait,
So-
what? Did it just? I'm not
Okay,
sure you're allowed
so
to do
Where
that.
was its mother?
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's the story. So we're out with the Department of Natural Resources.
Oh, okay.
And they tranquilize Mama Bear because she's one of the bears that they track for the state activity.
Okay.
Okay. So she got like a collar on. They follow her around and stuff. And she had just had cubs. So we went up there. Mama was like on her side. I'm like, are we sure Mama's out? And so they start pulling the cubs out. Like, we need to keep the cubs warm. So they just started shoving them in people's coats.
And you got
And I
one?
was filming this story. I said, hey, you want to hold one? I said, sure. So they shoved this baby bear into my coat. And I'm filming the story. And this little baby bear, I was wearing a sweater at the time, was like grasping onto me.
Did they have claws at that age?
Yeah,
Like
like little tiny. It kind of felt like
a
baby
kitten.
baby cat
Yeah.
claws,
Yeah.
but slightly larger. And it just laid there with me, and I shot my story, and it kind of just hung out.
That's kind of the coolest thing you've ever said.
It's still to this day is one of my favorite stories.
Yeah,
I've
that's
ever
amazing.
covered. Now, Andy, what's your second story?
My second story is the fight of the century. Musk versus Zuckerberg might be happening in one of the 7 wonders of the world. The Italian government just offered up the Roman Colosseum.
Yes.
Is this real life?
Yes. The Minister of Culture called Mark Zuckerberg himself and offered it up.
Is this for charity or something?
Or just
What's the
ego.
point?
Ego.
It's ego?
I think it's just 2 eccentric billionaires.
that's,
Just wanting to fight?
Yeah.
Like, are they allowed to use any means necessary? Like, what are the rules? Is it like Fight Club?
They're negotiating with
only rule.
UCF president
Okay.
or UFC president Dana White.
Okay.
So I think there's actually going to be rules to it.
Okay. But isn't that kind of? Oh wait, that's not the fake fighting, right?
I was saying
No.
that
Okay,
like we just need to let the tiger in and take care of them.
I kind of agree.
Like Gladiator.
fun.
Is Zuckerberg going to win and be like, "Are you not entertained?" Oh God.
Funny you would think Zuckerberg would win.
I don't. Yeah, you're right. He's a little wuss.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so Zuckerberg is, and this is one of the reasons why it might not happen in Vegas. Zuckerberg is 5'7" and 147 pounds.
Wow,
Musk
he's small.
is 6'2" and 230 pounds.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a fair fight.
No, and the issue is if it happens in Vegas, which is where they originally wanted it, they would need special permission.
Because of the
From the
huge
state.
Guys,
difference.
yeah.
These are a couple tech nerds here. We're not talking about like heavyweight wrestlers, all right? So I mean, I don't think it's going to matter that much. Size.
Yeah, but Elon Musk is pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And considering he's friends with Joe Rogan, who's an announcer for MMA, he has access to a whole bunch of fighters and trainers.
Is he getting trained by RFK Jr.? He's looking awfully jacked
Yeah.
these days. Musk, I don't know. Who's your bet? Who are you picking?
Do I have to pick either?
Yes. I would say put Jeff Bezos in there. He's jacked.
Is he?
Dude, Bezos is definitely yoked. I'm
I
sad
never
to say.
noticed.
I'm sad to say I know
I
this.
think only Musk because he's got the size advantage. But I don't know.
Does he have as much pent-up rage as Mark Zuckerberg?
What does Mark have to be angry about?
He's always got that chip on his shoulders. His shoulder. I don't know. Andy, which one you picking?
I'm picking Musk.
Yeah, Zuckerberg's too annoying. I'll pick Musk as well.
Besides,
Though-
I don't want to be banned from Twitter if I pick.
well, I mean, they let Becky. They let anybody
I
on Twitter, so you have nothing to fear. All right. Well, we're talking now about the biggest cruise ship ever completed in a shipyard in Finland. Now, this is made by Royal Caribbean. It's their Icon of the Seas. All right, is 1,200 feet long, will weigh 250,000 tons. It is like, what does it say? It's like trying to keep two of the Canadian towers afloat. That is insane.
What could go wrong?
They're going to have 5,600 passengers, 2,300 crew, and is going to be 6 record-breaking water slides. You can relax in 7 pools and 9 whirlpools. 20 decks, 8 neighborhoods to explore. Would you go on it?
No,
Why?
I don't do cruises.
Why?
Because too much can go wrong. I don't like feeling trapped, and you're literally trapped in the middle of the ocean. You're surrounded by a lot of people. I don't like crowds. Anything from just norovirus to like literally being stuck in the middle of the ocean. Like we've seen the horror stories from during the COVID times. I just no, I'm good.
I'd do it in a heartbeat. I love cruises. I grew up in Miami. Family friend was employee for Royal Caribbean, so we'd always get nice discounts. And so I've been on the world's largest cruise ship several times. Anytime Royal Caribbean came out with a new largest ship, we were on it.
I don't get cruise ships. Explain this to me. What is the appeal of cruise ships?
It's pretty much an all-inclusive resort, more family-friendly, and you get to go places. So instead of you're not stuck in the same beach, you get to go to the Caribbean. You get to go to the islands. You get to go even to Italy if you want, and Europe.
Yeah.
Do you dock and then like just hop
Yeah.
off and go do some stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
So you'll have a day at sea, which is exactly what it sounds like, heading over to your destination. So let's say my favorite spot would be the Eastern Caribbean. You'd then land in St. Martin. It docks for the day, docks early in the morning, and they tell you just be back by 6.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and there's also excursions you could pay for. So I've done snorkeling. I've done horseback riding on there.
I bet people watching is great on a cruise ship.
Yeah,
Yeah?
it is.
Yeah. I'm sure. It's
'Cause you
like
get the-
Walmart on steroids.
You get the craziest group of people. It's all you can eat.
Unlimited
The-
drinks.
Yeah.
Like
You
no
my favorite thing
responsibility
was-
to like
Yeah.
drive or like obviously you shouldn't be drinking and driving, but there's no like you're just there. So yeah.
It's exciting.
Now, I know this has been in the news for other reasons, but the main reason I won't get on a cruise ship is because I watched Titanic.
Exactly. We saw what happened 100 years ago
I
when
know,
people
I-
went on the
I-
biggest cruise ship ever.
Well,
makes me weird.
my first ever cruise was I want to say it was called The Empress of the Seas in 2001. I was about 8 years old. And we were going to Bermuda, and I had just heard about the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh,
and I was terrified. And at one point, we're crossing through the casino, and we run into the captain. And I asked the captain, so when are we going to hit the Bermuda Triangle? He's like, oh, we're on it right now. We're fine.
Which, by the way, how come there's not been any recent, mysteries surrounding the Bermuda Triangle?
Because we haven't heard about them because the people never returned, Becky.
Ooh, like Lost.
Yes, exactly.
We would still know someone was missing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Time for love and hate.
Okay.
Becky, what is your love of the week?
Okay. My love of the week is that we're heading into a holiday weekend, and I'm going on vacation at the end of next week.
It's a vacation for us,
So,
too.
yeah, exactly. Vacation for all when the boss is away. My hate is that I've got major FOMO tonight because I am not going to Taylor Swift.
Oh.
And I'm really sad that I didn't just do it.
You can do one of those things where you just go stand outside of the stadium sadly and listen.
I could drown my. I've heard that there's going to be people tailgating on the river outside of the stadium, which would be really fun. But the weather, I don't think will cooperate. So,
Yeah, hard pass for me.
yeah.
Andy?
My love for the week is I got a new cookbook.
Oh,
It's my first cookbook in a long time, and I'm excited.
nice.
You love your cookbooks.
I do. For some reason, I'm addicted to cookbooks.
What kind of cookbooks?
Yeah.
Do you have any preference on what style you get?
Not really. I'm pretty much open to anything. I have a couple Cuban ones that I go to a lot. Paula Deen is probably my favorite cookbook
Lots
author.
of butter.
Actually, surprisingly, my favorite one of hers is her quote-unquote healthy cookbook called Paula Deen Cuts the Fat. And it is literally, before you ask, yeah, this old recipe had a full steak, now I made it half.
I love it.
So
I'll have to borrow that
there's
one.
that. Snoop Dogg also has a fantastic
Really?
cookbook.
That's cool.
I actually brought Andy a cookbook that I found at a thrift store. It was the recipes of first ladies from Martha Washington all the way
that's
to
awesome.
Rosalind Carter. So
I'm looking forward to
Aren't
the
they
Jackie
supposed to
O one.
always have a cookie recipe or something?
there was
the
a lot
first
of
ladies?
let's just say there's a lot of Jell-O molds in this
Ooh.
book, and
Some things don't need to come back.
no.
We've actually been trying to get you to cook Jell-O molds.
I mean, I could do it. It'd be like the old lady in Christmas Vacation with the cat food in it.
Yeah, we just really want that as a segment.
Hey, Jell-O molds with Nathan.
Just Nathan does retro recipes.
That sells. That
Yeah.
sells. Simon, boss.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get that sponsored.
Well, yes. Today brought to you by
Yeah.
the Jell-O company. Did you give us a? You didn't give us a
I
hate.
didn't give you a hate.
Give me a hate.
My hate is Canada this week
Oh, no.
because of the wildfires.
I know. It has been so hazy and smoky here.
Yeah.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada. You know the song from South Park?
Yes.
Yes, love it.
I blame them for everything. I already consider them a fake country. So
Oh, no.
Can we kind of blame them for Harry and Meghan? Because technically they had them first, and then they just
Yes.
passed them down to us.
Suits was filmed in Canada.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Then
Yeah.
we definitely have
Yeah.
them to thank
Yeah.
for Meghan Markle. Lucky us. My love of the week. Okay, so I was up in Cleveland this last weekend, and I was able to find Hungarian sausage. And I brought back 7 pounds of Hungarian sausage.
7 pounds?
Dude, my whole car smelled like garlic.
That is
So
nasty.
Hungarian sausage is a more garlicky, paprika type of sausage. My family is Hungarian. My mom grew up, enjoying this as a.
So did you bring some to your parents?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I brought it back because when both of my brothers are coming into town later this month.
Oh, nice.
And the whole family's going to be a Garrett. I'm going to smoke all of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You love your smoker.
Oh, love smoking. Love smoking meat. I'm going to be smoking some, actually. Not sausage, but I'm going to be doing ribs this weekend.
Nice.
And some steaks for
Nothing
the
better.
the 4th. So my hate of the week is Becky's love of the week. Swift. I'm not going to
Come
lie.
on. Don't hate on Tay.
I am going to get so much hate for this, but I'm just kind of tired of the stories, even though I was alerted to today that there is going to be an album coming out, and so we're going to continue to keep Taylor in the news. Yeah. What were you about to say?
I was going to say, you're the most passionate about having Taylor Swift stories on this week.
Yeah.
Reaches the key demo. We love ourselves some
Yep.
Tay-Tay. I don't know. The stories are great. I hope everybody has fun, but I think I'm ready for some other stories.
That's true.
Yeah, it's run its course. Final thoughts, Becky. What's your final thought?
Just everyone have a safe, happy weekend. hopefully everyone who's going out to Cincinnati this weekend stays safe and stays out of the traffic nightmares.
Yes. Andy, final thought?
Enjoy the 4th.
Yes.
Rage. I'm going to be up on my roof watching the fireworks in red, white, and blue with a bald eagle screaming above, going freedom, and it's going to be beautiful. Anybody want to
I
watch
don't doubt
that?
it.
I feel so bad for your neighbors.
No, I do too. I do too. No, it's going to be a great weekend. Indiana Jones, go see it. Dial of Destiny. Yeah, we'll talk about that on Monday. Well, Wednesday, because I'm off Monday and Tuesday.
Woo!
Shout out
Wait,
to that.
who approved that?
Yeah, you did. Thank God. I appreciate it. All right. Well, thanks for watching Your Day Extra. Again, this is Becky Gulden, our news director.
Thank you.
And Andy Gonzalez, our EP. And I'm Nathan Edwards, your host here and anchor on Your Day. Of course, you can watch Your Day Monday through Friday. This has been a production of Dayton 24/7. Now, make sure you like and subscribe our podcast.